All right, hello everybody. This is Cholera, and welcome to the finals of the Cotter Cup. That is right. This game, yeah, this is actually a replay game, but this is going to be Stryker playing for MIT versus Orion playing for Tsinghua University. And what a matchup we have. Tsinghua, the best players out of the four schools that were selected among the foreigners, and MIT, the best college among the four American universities. They're facing off now in the finals, and there is a total of $1,000 on the line, actually. The winning school will receive $750, and the losing school will already receive $250. So definitely, some high stakes here for a couple of games of StarCraft for these couple of players, and it definitely is going to be very exciting. The timing is interesting too, because for Orion and his team on Tsinghua, it is right now 9:30 a.m. For MIT, it is 9:30 p.m. here on Saturday night. Sunday morning. But yeah, it should definitely be a very good matchup. This first game here, like I was saying before, is really between two of the best players, and looks like they're talking about some of the lag possibility. But hopefully that didn't affect this game. Of course, it won't affect the game since I'm watching a replay. But anyway, we've got a scouting probe here approaching Stryker's base. He's gone for standard scouting timing, and he's going to see an overpool coming out for Stryker. Stryker, just going to see a pylon, of course, at the natural. And overpool build for Stryker. What does that mean? Uh-oh. Let's not forget, Stryker, in one of the games that he played against Yale, in the first game, actually, in the quarterfinals, he played Zerg on this very same map, and he mined out the back of the Yale's base. This mineral patch that we see right here, the same positions, in fact. So, I don't know, maybe Stryker is going to be going for the same kind of cheese again, because it looks like it's pretty much the same build that he's opening up with. Actually, it looks like there is one important deviation. He has not gone for his gas, which leads me to think that he actually won't be going for speedlings. And certainly not for that build. If he does not have speed upgrade, it really is not going to be that effective. So it looks like he's actually not going to try to cheese his way into a victory here. Also, of course, you got to factor in that Stryker did this, on a recorded game, and that it's on Ustream. And so I got to think that Tsinghua has probably at least watched some of the sets. At least somebody on Tsinghua has watched the sets and said, "Hey, Stryker is playing the same map again against the same race. Let's watch out for mining out the back." So a little bit of mind games here, but. We'll see. I mean, Stryker is sending out a drone, so we could be seeing the same cheese again. I don't know. That would certainly be very audacious, going for it, in two games basically, in a tournament. But certainly, if it works, it works, I guess. Anyway, it does seem like we're going to see this scouting probe stay alive for a little bit longer. Stryker looks like he's gone for a double expand here. Good timing, of course. And that is a good opening here. Overpool into two expansions. It forces the Protoss to put up two cannons before their Nexus, so really there's no economic harm from going overpool. It's really very even. And meanwhile, we are not actually seeing that mining out pattern. We're going to actually that drone was out to build this expansion, of course. So we are officially not going to see the mineral mining cheese. And we're going to see, Orion actually Stryker actually face a challenge here, because to me, I felt that against Yale, at least, he really did not have much of a challenge in his two games. I was unable to watch the MIT versus Princeton games, though, so I don't know what exactly he did, but I'm sure, if he played pretty well, because MIT beat Princeton in the semis. Anyway, Stryker is going to go for Lair with his first 100 gas. Very standard, of course. He's going to be going for, most likely, that 3-hatch Spire opening, and then we'll see what he moves on from there to do. A lot of options on destination, but the most standard one seems to be mass Hydralisks out of 5 hatcheries. And we'll see how Orion decides to play it also, of course. Orion certainly also was one of the players who played well, but didn't get a real chance to show off exactly how well he could play in a longer game. He played Zerg, by the way. That's his main race. And the reason why he's playing Protoss is because he's replacing a player who had to go, who signed up as Protoss, who couldn't make it. So Orion, of course, let's not forget, he is C+ right now in iCup, and he's been as high as B+ at one point. But he's also playing off race, so it adds a lot of interesting wrinkles to this. Most people are pretty darn good if they're B+, with their off races also, but it's still an off race. Anyway, Spire going up now for Stryker. And we are going to see third cannon, maybe a robotics facility for Orion. So Orion's going to go for Sayer Reaver here on this map. That's actually not seen very commonly, but hold that thought. He's actually going to go for a little bit of a Zealot harass here. I don't think Stryker saw this one coming. He only has about 6 lings, but I think these lings should be enough to take care of these few units here. They have managed to kill off 1 drone, though. That's pretty nice. And Orion looks like he's actually still going to be able to pound away a little bit. Now Stryker finally getting a surround, and this is going to take out these Zealots, especially with the drones falling up. Yep. So those 2 Zealots actually didn't do that much. I expected them to attack the drones instead of just attacking that hatchery. But I guess Orion was busy doing something else. So this is kind of an unorthodox opening here for Orion. And generally, Protoss players like to go speed lots on this map, especially because there's 2 spread out expansions, and also it's fairly hard to get across the bridges. So I mean, it's not like the Zerg's really going to do that much, so that you need Reavers early on. And on the other hand, the middle part of the map is also really open, which is going to make it easier for the Zerg to snipe your shuttle when it does come out. But we'll see what happens. We'll see if Orion can pull this off. Orion right now facing a couple of lings from Stryker. Stryker right now is, let's see what he's doing. He's actually mining his second gas, by the way. So this lends me to think he might actually be going for maybe a few mutas. We'll see. Looks like so far, though, he's just building drones. Now he's got his 5th hatchery, so it is the 5 hatchery build, and he's, of course, was getting Hydra speed. That's what we saw before. So actually, it is just going to be a very standard opening here for Orion, and it's a versatile opening that really is capable of doing a lot. And wow, check this out. Orion is going to sneak 3 Zealots through. Let's see how manly they are. Stryker, of course, is unaware of this entirely. Unfortunately for him, these 2 Scourge have almost no vision. Scourge have ridiculously short vision range. And he's instead busy scouting. I don't think he's going to see this coming. Although 3 Zealots, I don't know how much damage they're going to be able to do. Bisu likes doing this, though. This is a very Bisu-esque build move here. Bisu loves doing these little Zealot drops before going straight into Bisu's Sayer Reaver. Honestly, if you ever watch him play, there's so many games where he does this. Like, for example, watch him play against Yellow Arnak on Medusa. He did this. And just look at what he's doing right now. Orion playing very smart here. Orion from Tsinghua University going to take down Stryker's Spire. That's an important tech building to take down. This is going to allow him to be a lot more powerful with his Sayer Reaver build, because obviously there will be no Scourge in the air. We'll see if Stryker decides to get Burl. That would be a very good thing to get against Sayer Reaver. And a lot of pros do that, of course. All right, now 3 Sayers out, and a couple more Sayers are probably going to come out soon, too. 4 Sayers, and now 1 Reaver out already. So this is going to be a full-on Sayer Reaver build. Is there a +1 attack on the... No +1 attack, though, for Sayers, so it's not going to be that long-lasting. We're not going to see carriers like we saw this morning. Hopefully not, because that was a horrible game. But yeah, right now we're seeing, really Stryker is not behind or anything, but Stryker certainly does not have his Spire yet, and, I don't know how good he is coming up here against this Corsair Reaver build. We'll have to see how good his control is with just Hydralisks. He does have a lot of good scouting information. Look how spread out he is with his lings. I mean, just all around the map. He might even get Burl later to supplement this. But anyway, 4 Sayers, 5 Sayers there, and a shuttle approaching his base. They're going to kill Overlords, and they're going to try to kill some drones. And we'll see how successful they are. Some Scourge trying to go there, but they get killed off. But so do the Corsair and the shuttle. They're getting chased away by the Hydras. However, they do manage to get in anyway. Uh-oh, this could be really bad. I don't think Stryker saw this coming because what is he doing? He's not doing what he needs to do. That is moving his drones, and this Reaver is going to start getting a lot of kills here inside the main. I don't know what he's waiting for. Oh, it's because there's a little bit of an attack coming on the right side also. Very nice from Orion, taking advantage of the situation here with some nice multitasking, and, at the pro level or at the amateur level, multitasking is what it's all about. Who can multitask and multi-attack, and who can't? And it seems that right now, Orion is taking the upper hand here in terms of his multitasking. He's kept his shuttle alive and his Reaver, and he's managed to harass the main base quite a lot. Notice, nothing mining gas here for Stryker. So Stryker in a bit of trouble. He's getting a Spire rebuilt, but at this point he's, he doesn't have much of an army. Although I don't know how much of an army Orion has. Actually, Orion does have a little bit of an army. He has +1 attack for his Zealots. I think +1 range attack was being upgraded for Stryker, but it hasn't arrived just yet. And these Zealots are actually going to chase Stryker back. But I think Stryker should have enough at this point, as long as he can avoid getting too many shots on his Hydras. Oh, and he picks off the Reavers. Brilliant play by Stryker, I gotta say, and this is going to stop Orion's attack cold. If Orion continues to persist with just lots, I think this Zealot-only army is going to get slaughtered. Yeah, there's no way he's going to be able to do anything. He thinks he can do an attack up there, but no, he's going to run back smartly. And he's going to try to put up this expansion, but that was a big loss for him, both of those Reavers, because I don't think he's going to be able to secure this expansion now. I don't think Stryker, being the aggressive player that he is going to allow his third to go up. Just those two Reavers, man, that makes a huge difference if you're starting with Sarah Reaver. But we'll see. Will Stryker decide to strike for the main, or will he go for this expansion? He should go for this expansion. He will right now. With his +1 attack done, there's just no storm tech out, and that's going to cost Orion a lot. But no, it looks like Orion actually is going to be able to hold here because of that Reaver. Right now it's possible for Stryker to go right for the main, and he might actually decide to do that. Yes, this is the correct move to make, Stryker. He's going to go right for it, and he's going to snipe the High Templar, which are just chilling out in front. Stryker catching Orion unawares, and only one storm coming out right now from this remaining Templar. Had the 3 Templar been alive, this battle could have been very different, but right now, Stryker is owning up the natural expansion. The Nexus goes down! The Nexus goes down! I cannot believe this. Orion, the best player for Tsinghua University, looks like he's in huge trouble here in Game 1. MIT Stryker is doing a lot of damage in this natural. Now the Zealot's coming back. They're going to be able to clean this up, but he's lost the Nexus. What a great tactical strike there from Stryker. Very, very nice. Sniping those High Templar. Man, that was awesome. Definitely almost on par with what we saw in the first game of the semifinal series between Beijing and Tsinghua when the 4 DTs snuck into the Zerg's base. That was pretty brilliant also. You guys should check that out. It's going to be up on Biotech very soon, the YouTube account. But certainly this was something to rival that. A bunch of Corsairs looking for some revenge, I guess. But Orion has managed to pick up this second expansion here, so it's not going to be horrendous for him. It is a loss, but it's not a game winner just yet for Stryker. Had Stryker managed to do even more damage, it may have sealed the game. But right now, Stryker is just a little bit ahead. And it's about whether he can pick up some more bases himself to really get his macro going and be able to support a high tech army, which he's going to need fairly soon. His Corsair's not managing to do much. Bunch of Hydras. Oh, interception in the middle. Very nice move. I mean, these moves by Stryker are just very nice, but I mean, I'm looking at this army and I'm getting scared for Stryker because the Protoss army is very, very strong here, and it is definitely, at least as strong as what the Zerg has right now. And if the Zerg does not get to Hive Tech, he really cannot beat this combination army here with High Templar, Goons, and Zealots. You really need Dark Swarm and Ultras, and at least some Lurkers. I don't think Stryker has Lurkers either. He's just going straight up on Hydralisks, but he might actually get this shuttle. Shuttle is not going to get killed. Wow, almost did. And it's full of units, too. It's full of 3 DTs and 1 High Templar. Now it's going to go again towards this upper left here. And we've gotten a drone trying to expand. A Zealot's there to block. Nice move there. And, we've gotten an interception party here. Is it going to be able to intercept? Oh! Looks like it is not able to intercept. These Scourge are going to start chasing this shuttle. But the shuttle has speed, and it is going to run away. Looks like we've got a couple more gateways here. And now here comes the push from Orion. This mid-game push is very powerful, but now there are lurkers for Stryker, so I'm very happy to see that. However, Stryker still a little bit behind on upgrades. And 3-base Protoss is definitely something scary for the Zerg player. You really need like 5 bases to really be even with 3-base Protoss in the late game. And right now, we're going to be seeing how well Stryker can manage to hold off with just a Lair Tech army, because as you see, he's researching drop right now, and he's not going to be at high for a long time. And it's going to be a big battle here, and a battle positioning also. Who is going to have a better position, and certainly it's going to be about whether Orion can also land some good storms. And so far we haven't seen that opportunity yet, his opportunity to do so, because his 3 High Templar were sniped the last battle, which made a critical difference, by the way. So Orion is, he gets his shuttle sniped. He was trying to do some multitasking and put off a little harass while the frontal attack was coming, but it turns out that Stryker was absolutely ready for that. Stryker picking up a little small win, another small win again, and killing off some Corsairs that Orion kind of suicided up there. Stryker trying to bring up his DTs. I actually see just 1 observer there, so if that 1 OBS goes down, this army could be vulnerable to a big advance, but I don't think this army should be attacked head-on. I think that would be a mistake if Stryker goes into it, and I think he's smart enough to know that. That is a very well-positioned Protoss army with pretty much all it needs to defeat a frontal attack. Drones crossing the middle. I think there's a new base going up on the left side, but we're going to be watching this attack instead. Oh, looks like there was an attempt to scourge the observer. I like this play from Stryker, I really do, because he's taking advantage of the Scourge Overlord combo. We haven't seen much of that this game, and I remember there was a game this morning where it should have been done, and it wasn't. And anyway, right now we're seeing an advance, though, coming from Orion. Doesn't look like Stryker has enough to take care of it. Very nicely targeted storms by Orion. So Stryker actually loses his mid-game army, and this is what I meant. The mid-game army is just not that good. You need Cracklings, you need Dark Swarm, and you need Ultras. And right now, Stryker is in a bit of trouble. He needs some lurkers or something on the defense. He was unable to win the battle in the center, and now he's in definite trouble. Right now, he has +1/+1, still +2 attack for Protoss. Protoss desperately trying to get up this ramp, and Stryker desperately trying to defend. There's a large group of Dragoons left, so if there's a good group of Zerglings out, they could theoretically take care of it, but until then, these new bases are going to go down, and if they do, Orion's going to take a firm lead in this game. I think Stryker is still looking to try to kill this Observer. Is he going to get it? The Observer still lives! Oh god, this Observer still lives! That is actually one of the most important things in this battle, are these Observers, and it doesn't work this time for Stryker. Stryker not able to pick off all the obs. There's actually a second obs over here. So he loses 2 hatcheries and a base on the right side. I don't know if he'll be able to come back from this, to be honest. Despite the solid play we've been seeing, he's going to need to do either some amazing counter damage or he's going to have Orion make a mistake, to be honest. Stryker now at high, finally. Just now, though, getting Crack upgrade, and this is very late for Cracklings. Moving into the 18th minute of the game, I think he just stayed on Lair a little bit too long, and I think he's going to pay the price for it, unfortunately, in Game 1. Orion just rebuilding his army, and that's the thing. The Protoss player cannot be allowed to hold 3 gas, otherwise they just develop this Protoss ball, which is just ridiculous and very hard to deal with. And looks like an Observer left. But, oh wow, the back of the base, of course, was mined out by Stryker himself, and we're going to see an attack from the back here. I actually don't know if it's the best place to attack for Orion, because it's a choke point that's going to help Stryker a lot, but if he's got this many Storm, though, it's certainly not bad for him either. just storming the hell out of him, and meanwhile picking up, or actually taking out a base and picking up another base at the bottom left. Orion just expanding all over the place, and the game is pretty much over here for Stryker, unfortunately. What a good play, though, by him in the mid-game, I gotta say. Picking off that Nexus, it's just unfortunate that he just barely was unable to take down this base. If he had taken down that base also, that could have been game. But right now, what we're seeing is just the final minutes, really. And Orion will get up the ramp this time with his Dragoons. Even if he lost his entire force, he would still win this game, though, because he's just got way too much of an economic lead at this point. GG coming from Stryker. Tsinghua University showing that they're pretty darn good. Orion managing to come back from a little bit of a loss. Of course, he did get some good harassment off early. And both players showing much higher caliber play than I've seen even so far, even in the best games of the Cotter Cup so far. So definitely exciting start to the finals. I'm going to be looking for Game 2 right now, so thank you for watching and stay tuned.